Hey, what's going on, everybody? Rogers Base here. Welcome to episode 32 of Japan Time. I know a lot of you guys are saying, wait a second, last episode was episode 30. Where's episode 31? We're not talking about episode 31. Joining me this week.
Let me pay this crab driver again, because this was the right house.
What? Okay. Joining me this week, we have some awesome people. We have the Triforce of Awesome, finally put together again. Shofu, Zeph, and Ricky Cocaine.
Ricky Cocaine! Oh boy, it's been so long. Oh boy.
We are very happy to have you back. Seriously, Ricky, I have missed hearing from you.
Yeah, man, I haven't been up to anything made just saving lives, you know? So that's whatever.
Gotta be. And joining us this week, in addition, we got Mike, who is, I guess, kind of on the mic this week, right?
I guess.
Yeah, all right. So Mike's here. We're going to be talking about amiibos with him. We
are?
My Apex roommate.
Surprise, Mike. Surprise.
So yeah, Dominic Ultinic 24 is here. Say hi, everybody.
Yo.
And then additionally, we got the best Mega Man in the world.
No.
We got
Not after that
I can't hear shit in my headphones.
After he lost the Mega Man Ditto in doubles.
Man, you can shut the fuck up, Big Derek. Fuck that nigga.
I'm crying.
I can't hear shit in my headphones. Alright.
What?
I can't hear anything. What's popping, people? I'm gonna go put your batteries open.
Okay. Since Styles already introduced that McDareth is here, say hi to everybody, McDareth.
Hey everyone, happy to be here.
And then also joining McDareth is our boy Dom Ariole.
Hello.
You can call him Littlefoot from now on. That's his new
No.
Whoa, hey guys.
That's the best villain.
Whoa, hey guys.
Whoa. Hey guys.
And very last, I'm saving him for last now because I know how this works. Chizzy is here.
Ooh, I don't know who that is.
The demigod is here, and he's a man of many names. Let me get that drum roll. It's your boy, 6 Seconds, a.k.a. Young Shizzle, a.k.a. Baby Hot Pocket, Mr. Game and Crotch, the Pizza Lunchable, Capri Sun the God, Dollar Menu Debo, Cambodia, Akuma the 15th, Lord Jodo, the Vegetarian Beef Patty, Christian Death Metal, Chocolate Mac and Cheese, Suicide Sandwich, the Roaming Stockbroker, Cocaine Toenails, Smooch Magooch, Deep Fried Mona Lisa, Sock Puppet, Crimson Static Shock, Ballistic City Twist. What's poppin'?
Help me. Chocolate Mac and Cheese sounds so disgusting. It really does.
Hallelujah. Chocolate mac. What?
And so we have a lot to discuss on this week's episode of Japan Time. A lot of us actually just came back home from Apex, which was, for many of you guys who don't know, though I doubt maybe any of you don't know what Apex is if you listen to this show. Apex is the big Super Smash Bros. Tournament that happens every January, February in New Jersey. This year's show was crazy for a multitude of reasons, so actually let's just jump right into that. Who of our group was the first one at Apex?
Me.
You were?
Shofu, when'd you get there? Nah, it wasn't me. Wait, wasn't me?
I think
When you get? That's why I'm asking. When'd you get there?
I
It was like Max. Well, I don't know.
I got there Thursday.
I got there Thursday night at like
Me
9.
too. No, Sophie was there before us, though.
Yeah, so I got there Friday. So, like, explain for our viewers what went down at that hotel.
Nothing. Alright, now what actually happened?
Did we just tell our story of what happened that day?
Yeah.
Like,
what?
wait, on Friday or Thursday?
On Thursday. So for those of you guys who don't know, there was an issue with the old venue of Apex. We were originally at this other hotel in Secaucus, right? Secaucus, New Jersey.
Secaucus.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we were originally at this other hotel, and then I flew out to Apex. All of you guys are already there Thursday. I flew out Friday, and I was on my plane, like on Wi-Fi doing work, and I saw that they had to switch venues because apparently the parking garage, like the roof fell or something. Like I don't know the full story really still. So that's why I'm asking.
Who's
you guys.
explaining that?
Somebody explain it because I wasn't there.
I don't know how the roof fell, but like from our room at the Clarion, like you could look out and see the parking garage, and it was caved in, so it was really odd. And then apparently they didn't have permits. They had permits for 100 people, and there was way more than 100 people in those rooms, and the back room was completely condemned. So like we got up, we waited for Styles, who arrived late at like 30 minutes before his pool starts. We go down. On our way down, the fire alarm's going off. So we went to Shofu's place. We figured we had time since that was going off. Then we go down. We finally get to the back, and eventually they kick us all out for some reason. Then later we learned that that room has been condemned. And then the Melee room also got condemned. So then we played in Shofu's room for the rest of the day.
And that was like all you did for the whole day.
Yeah, all we did was play friendlies because we couldn't play our pools because all the setups were like cut off. Like people were still streaming and everything, but they had to get out. They couldn't turn the stream off. They couldn't get their equipment. They had to leave it there while the fire marshal was trying to figure out what was going on.
So then I heard somebody was arrested. Like who got arrested? Like the guy
It
who runs
was
the hotel?
me.
Shofu
I
got
heard
arrested.
the-
I was selling that young Ricky cocaine out of AK.
Yo, representing, baby.
You guys are laughing like that's a joke. He actually was selling white
Yeah,
girl.
you guys are tripping. This ain't a game.
This isn't a joke. He's actually selling cocaine.
Oh my god.
Like you guys are laughing at his business right now. I don't understand why you guys are laughing.
All right, so
Wait, man.
so then
'Cause
a
I know
lot of
it's
people.
true.
Hold on, wait. So a lot of people Friday night then moved to a different hotel. I think all of us went to the DoubleTree. I don't know. Did all of you guys arrive at the DoubleTree Friday night, or did you wait until Saturday?
I went on Friday.
It was like 1 a.m. on
Saturday.
Saturday.
Okay, because then on Friday, I know Shizzy, you were with me because we were at John's room with like
Yeah.
Pokemon MD and everybody.
Oh wait! And what happened to Styles in that room that day?
Oh my.
I actually don't know because I got there late. What happened?
Well, you know that man Styles was talking all that good shit about this here Super Smash Brothers game that I don't happen to own, that I've never played on the Wii U aside from that day, and he got this 2 stock more than once.
Oh my god! Wait, is Styles here?
No,
Nah, he left. He put
Lucky
batteries in his
stop. Man, I was about to go in on this man.
As soon as he gets back.
Stop for somebody that's never
Back,
played
don't
the game before.
watch when he picks up, bro. Watch when
He's
he picks
crazy.
up. And he was
really
on his
good.
main.
That's good.
Yeah, I massacred that man twice. While he was playing his main.
That's
Oh
crazy.
my gosh.
Wait. You 2-stocked him when he was playing Mega?
Yeah, you were there because I played you when you were playing Toon Link after.
Oh, that's right. I forgot that it was Styles. For some reason, I thought that was John because he was playing like garbage.
No, he was.
damn.
Styles
He
wasn't playing
just
like
said he
garbage.
thought
He
Styles
just-
was John.
Styles wasn't playing like garbage. He just couldn't match up to what I bring to the table.
Who are you using?
My baby,
Sheik, of
Who?
course.
my waifu, nigga.
Why are you so loyal?
Ricky,
Why
you made a
are
video
you
about this.
so-
How are you questioning this? You made a video about this.
He is so loyal, man.
That's
Till the
waifu.
day he dies.
That's been waifu
Oh,
since Melee. She ain't going
Yo,
nowhere.
if there are any girls in the chat, which I doubt, but if there are any girls in the chat, you better holler at your boy Shizzy, man. That's a keeper.
You know what I mean? Like, you understand? I'm gonna stick with you. You know what I mean?
Gentlemen. You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? I take you out on a nice date to McDonald's. You get whatever you want from the dollar menu. Just don't go over $5.
Wait, so Friday night then, me and Shizzy and everybody else, we stayed at the Hyatt, and then we switched over to the DoubleTree. We moved there, and then I think pretty much everyone from our group except for Joey, John, Dunkit, and who was the other one? Everybody else, all the rest of us came to the DoubleTree, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we were good then after that night. And so yeah, that's pretty much how we got to Apex. That's what happened before the actual tournament started. But first things first, because obviously people want to hear us talk about it. Guys, throw out there and we'll just talk about them. What were your most hype matches of the tournament? What are some matches that you saw and you absolutely loved? And exempt from this discussion is Chillin' and Leffen. Don't talk about Chillin' and Leffen yet.
All right.
Everything else.
I got
acid.
this.
Nah, he got it.
My most
Nah,
hype
nah,
match
go
in the
ahead.
tournament that I saw was Aerial A playing Zero.
No,
Zero versus Aerial A. Young, let's talk about Zero.
No, you can't put me on blast in front of how many viewers?
Man, my man Aerial A gave.
Alright, let me explain.
Two games.
No, Shofu, shut up.
Zero a total
Shofu,
of grand
shut up.
total of 60%.
Alright, I'm gonna put this man on the spot, alright? Next time I see him, he's acting to die.
All right, you know what? All right, since Shofu want to talk about people, we gonna have a little conversation. So my man Shofu sat down at this TV, right? And there's another African-American male there with a dark Caesar, and he sat down, and this young man played Sonic, and he's from the West Coast. Now, the thing about this is, Shofu got his ass handed to him.
No, I didn't.
No. Here's the thing. Now, Shofu put up a fight. Shofu put up a good fight. Shofu got sent to losers by this young man. Knocked Shady Penguin out of losers. And then got confronted with the same obstacle. Now, knowing that his Fox is his most polished character, Shofu, like the genius he is, decides to pick Captain Falcon, whom he upon selecting said Falcon, he had his ass delivered to his parents in a box. So he switches back to Fox, and with a valiant effort, Shofu fought with all his might to no avail.
No. I switched to Fox and I beat him. And
then he beat him once. The second match went down pretty damn good. I was barking on Shofu because had Shofu not have picked Captain Falcon that first match in losers, he would have beat that kid.
Man.
Wait, why'd you pick Falcon?
Because he's a dumb ass.
Exactly.
I picked Falcon because Falcon's jabs stopped Sonic, like a lot of Sonic's moves.
So do Foxes, hello?
I hadn't been practicing Falcon, but I just wanted to try it to see what would happen. That's why I picked it. I didn't expect to win.
But if you would have stuck to Fox, you would have got out your pools and you would have been a happy camper.
I would not have got on my pools regardless because Low One and Shaky are both monsters.
Yeah, but but you gotta understand, like you would have beat that kid, and I would have offered them something to drink, right? But I would have spiked it, so they would have played, and then
that's crazy. That's actually
Wait,
crazy.
so who in this call got the farthest?
Me.
Styles got the farthest.
Yeah, Styles.
And that was in Smash Wii U, not Melee, right?
Nobody played Melee except for Aerial A.
I didn't even play Melee. I understand.
And there
you
it is.
didn't play. There you go.
Nah, I fucked up.
Wait,
I wasn't even done. This man Shizzy cut me out to talk about this dumbass story. I wanted to talk about Zero versus Aerial.
No.
I can't let you do that to my man. He fought the god. That man was slapboxing the Zeus.
Hey, just because this man because he lost to the winner of the entire tournament doesn't means I can't talk about it.
Yes, you gotta leave him alone. That man was slapboxing with Zeus. Leave him alone.
That's the winner of the entire tournament. That's crazy.
You gotta leave that man Aerial alone with that.
Wait, no, I wasn't done.
You gotta leave that man alone.
This man Zero made quick work of this man. It was like it was like a crackers and cheese and ham lunchable, bro. It was
pepperoni. It was like a pepperoni. What's it called? Like a pepperoni pizza Lunchables. Only difference is that Zero ate the dessert before he finished the pizza.
It was ridiculous. This man went the fuck in. Like it was ridiculous. Zero's Diddy Kong is ridiculous.
Like just think about it, son. Like everybody was waiting for Apex to show up, right? My man Aerial was looking in the mirror for weeks, like, I got this, I can do this. He's like a little kid. Like his mom called him up, like, honey, I'm bringing you home a Lunchable, and he was like, yeah, I'm hyped. My mom's bringing me home a Lunchable, and she got there, and he opens the box, and everything's gone.
You can't define disappointment.
I'll give Aerial A this. He beat Acid.
Yeah,
that is true. That is true. That was crazy.
Acid is a monster. So he beat Acid. Right?
So respectable for as much shit as he was just given. You did good, man.
Who do you use, Aerial A, when you go against monsters?
Villager.
He uses the main Villager.
My monster.
You're actually capable of showing off with Villager, especially.
Villager is a good character.
Villager's a great character. Yeah.
I don't doubt him, but it takes a lot of work.
Yeah, it does.
Gotta play.
Damn. There you go.
While we're talking about Zero, though, there was one thing that I thought was kind of surprising to me. Was and actually, Dominic, you were with us, right? With War Champion with Kobe when we were watching the match between Zero and Mewtwo King when they were both Diddy.
I don't think I was in the. Wait, were y'all in the venue when y'all?
In the
were
venue, yeah, we were in the venue.
No, I was in Shofu's room.
Oh my lord, that was so.
I think you guys saw that match when you left.
Nah, me and Dominic saw who was about to play, and we dipped. We said we'll see y'all later.
That was.
We went back to the hotel room.
Because I think nobody expected that to actually be hype, but it was really good. Like some of the combos that were happening, and then being live in the venue and having people go "hoo ha" every time it happened was just great. It was a lot of fun. And that was probably one of my favorite matches of that top 8 for Smash 4. And then obviously, like, I guess this kind of leads into the next section about like the best up and coming Smashers. But like, oh my God, Abadango, the Savage Pac-Man, or Abadango. I'm sorry. Holy crap, man, he is a monster.
From Japan?
Yeah, Pac-Man from Japan.
We already knew he was a monster.
We knew he was good in Brawl. Like, he's like the only Pac-Man out there right now besides Kool-Aid. Yeah.
And I mean, he was really holding his own against DeBuzz. He took that match off of him in that first. I mean, I know a lot of people.
The Buzz wasn't playing it right. He played it right the last 2 matches. He just stayed the hell away from
Yeah, he realized that if he just stays away from Pac-Man and takes away everything, he can't do anything.
So then how was it watching it live for y'all who were at Apex? Because watching it streaming, that match was kind of boring.
It was disheartening.
Kind of boring.
Live, it wasn't that bad because people were generally cheering for Abadango because they wanted him to win. Like, it's unfortunate that he ran into the Buzz because he played anyone else, that would have been such a hype set. But because Rosalina shuts down projectile users, it's like, this is the match.
It was the perfect counter.
Yeah,
exactly.
He was amazing. That first match, watching that live where he took it over to Buzz and kept dropping the key and picking it back up and juggling it. I mean, that was amazing. Like watching that on the show floor and hearing people like chant for Pac-Man. And actually, that's something that didn't really come through on the stream. But like every match, regardless of how campy it looked, people were cheering for Abadango. I mean, they were like going all out, going Pac-Man, Pac-Man, and people were audibly booing too. During the match where DeBuzz like waited during like his invincibility, like when he came back to the stage with his last stock, people were booing him for that.
He wasn't trying to get hit with that 60% combo and lose the match in 5 seconds.
Exactly, yeah. So we figured.
What game were we playing, Aerial 8?
Smash 4.
60% combo in 5 seconds?
Yeah, Pac-Man can do some crazy stuff. I know. If anyone's capable of it, it's Abadango.
Against Rosalina?
Yeah.
Did you see what happened in that first match, dude?
No, I don't watch Smash 4.
You don't watch Smash 4.
Wow. See, it's good that Zeph is here because he's going to infuse the Melee talk. Because I feel like...
I don't have much to say about Melee either.
No?
Yeah.
No.
All right, so hold on. While you were here, while you were talking about Melee, what was one good thing you thought about Top 8 in Melee? Talk about your most hype match of that.
Leffen versus Mango.
Well, yeah, obviously, because the $1,000 on the line.
Oh man,
I just like watching them play the most. I didn't care about the money.
But that was the other problem because we were sitting through some Smash 4 stuff when everybody was like on their seats waiting for this money match, and that made like some of those matches like unbearable. You should have seen how the stream was like going live. Like they were just like so pissed and bored with Smash 4.
I mean, people were doing that.
Venue too.
Yeah, people were doing that in the venue. That comes into like a different discussion, but like people were definitely doing that in the venue too because when 0 won, people were like booing and chanting Melee.
Yeah.
So instead of like applauding the fact that our friend won, people were just cheering and like wanting to get him off the stage. And I think that's where like the disrespect that people were talking about on Twitter was coming from, was from that thing happening in the venue. Because honestly, like you should know this, like Twitch chats are crazy. People could chat, say whatever they want, but at the end of the day, it's Twitch chat. It's not live at the venue. You don't feel the same emotion. Like Zero's not going to get hurt or destroyed by people typing in a Twitch chat, get off the stage, I want to watch Melee.
They weren't really typing like get off the stage. They were like putting up penis pictures and like Hitler took.
All right, well,
Unicode codes or something.
Yeah,
but nonetheless, you understood what was happening.
Right.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, for me, I don't know. Like the final 2 Rosalina matches in Smash 4 were kind of boring. So I understand you there, but like for me, the least entertaining of all the top 8 matches were those Sheik Dittos.
Yeah, Sheik Dittos are horrible because they have very boring neutral game. They can't kill. Their combos are repetitive.
Yeah. That's why being Aerial 8 left.
The Sheiks were Mr. R and Newtona, right?
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. They were playing great. Like they were.
Yeah, they're good
both,
players. But
yeah, they're both
seeing them go
fantastic.
against each other, it was kind of like, well, what else is on?
Yeah, it was better. Who faced Zero after that? Who faced Zero out of that?
Mr. R.
Mr. R.
Yeah, because those were actually on point. That Sheik versus Diddy was actually pretty hype.
Yeah, I don't know why people hate Diddy Kong. He's the most fun character to watch in the game.
They just don't want to get down to
most Diddy's play, like, in my experience and what I've seen, most Diddy's play really patient. But like Zero's Diddy is so aggressive. He's actually really fun to watch his Diddy.
Oh yeah, he's super fun to watch. Yeah.
I think people are just kind of like jumping on some weird train where if everybody's hating on a particular character, then now it's time to hate on that character for like no reason.
Well, it seems like Rosalina's kind of getting that right now after DeBuzz. Like a lot of people, like you choose Rosalina. Even in the venue, this was happening before even DeBuzz went up for top 8. People were booing Rosalina players. Like
yeah, because Rosalina's a boring character.
Right, I know, but I'm saying people were doing it. You know, it's like I guarantee you, if there were more matches with stuff like Diddy versus Sheik or like even Pac-Man versus Diddy would have been super hype. I would have died to have seen that.
If DeBuzz didn't make it into top 8, I guarantee none of this would have happened.
None of that crap would have happened.
Yeah, probably. So who do you think would have made it in? Like, who did DeBuzz take out?
Nairo.
I don't know.
DeBuzz took out Nairo?
He got Nairo, Abadango.
Oh yeah, and he's a fun player to watch because he plays a bunch of hard to play characters at a high level.
Who was Nairo playing during Smash?
Nairo uses a lot of characters. That
he uses like Robin, Zero Suit, both Pits.
Yeah.
And Zelda.
We could have definitely used a Robin in that top 8. That would have been awesome.
I could have used a Dark Pit in top 8.
Or Dark Pit 2. I mean, overall though, I did enjoy it. Like,
yeah,
I did enjoy watching Smash 4, and I'm definitely hyped for Evo. Like, I can't wait to see what more people are gonna do, and like if there's any other techs that are discovered since then, and maybe people will stop being campy or something. I don't know, but it was
not gonna happen.
Smash 4 is always going to be campy.
I said maybe.
It's because of how the game is. I'm not like talking shit. It's just the game rewards you for playing defensively, so that's how people are going to play it. It's never going to be a fast, aggressive game ever.
Even with players like Zero, he knows in the back of his mind it's better to play defensive. He just has the ability.
Because Zero's way better than everyone there, so he could have just fucked around. If he had to fight another Zero, they would have camped.
Yeah, but Nairo isn't as good as Zero.
No, that's true. That's true.
Zero would have two-stocked Nairo.
Here's one thing I don't understand.
He doesn't get as good as characters as Zero either.
Ricky, what were you saying?
Okay, this is one thing I don't understand. So everybody now is jumping on the Diddy bandwagon. What makes Zero's Diddy so spectacular?
It's
I feel like
it's aggressive.
He doesn't wait with the pop gun. He like constantly looks for combos, and he doesn't do the day one down throw up air shit.
Yeah, he's constantly in your face trying to take you down.
And he spent time to figure out different combo setups. Like sometimes you'll notice at Hypersense, I heard him talking about this backstage, I think. He'll do like up throw instead of down. I mean, obviously it's not that special, but like stuff like that. Like he just knows the character on a deeper level than most other people do.
Yeah, he's like the only person that's mastered Diddy.
Leffen did that. He got that from Leffen.
Yeah, Leffen was the very first Diddy Kong man.
Yeah, man.
Was he really?
Yeah,
back on the 3DS, everyone said Diddy Kong is mid tier, and Leffen said he's the best character in the game.
And then he put up videos showing this is why Diddy Kong is a top 2 character. And then lo and behold, yeah. Can't hit some.
Like I know people were kind of down on it like at the venue too, but I think the game has only been out. Wii U has only been out for what 3 months at this point, 4 months. The actual game. And people like Zero are already pulling off some crazy stuff, and Abadango's pulling off crazy stuff with Pac-Man. Like, I'm genuinely looking forward to seeing where this game is in a year, and I didn't feel that way about Brawl. Like, I was done with Brawl, I think, after that, like, first tournament. Like, I was completely done with it. So I think, in that sense, I'm very optimistic about the future of Smash 4. So I don't know about you guys, but that's just how I feel.
It'd be nice to see, like, it go in a new direction, but honestly, I don't think it will.
I think people are going to branch out and explore more. I think
you want 3 stocks.
All right, yeah, get this man.
We don't need to bring that up now. But I think a lot of kids. I think
this is literally the time to bring it up. If you're going to bring it up ever, this is when to bring it up.
I don't know. I feel like 3 stocks. I don't understand. Like I feel like 3 stocks opens it up to make you want to play more aggressive. There's more room to. I get that people don't agree with me, but it's the way I feel about it.
Think about why would I play more aggressive with more stocks?
If I have 2 stocks over you and you have 1, best believe I'm camping you to time.
Exactly. Like what?
You can't kill me until 150%.
But the thing is, you can do that now.
I'd go aggressive if I have a gigantic lead over you. I'm not going to go aggressive from the start.
But I feel like with 3 stocks, you have more room to build a lead, and the person who's behind has more room to come back than 2 stock. That's just the way I feel about it. But
I mean, at the end of the day, we're only playing this game until PlayStation All Stars 2.
Oh,
Hello?
get out of here. Drop this man from the
say
call
this.
right now.
Get him out. We need like a Scoot soundbite for get him out, man. Whatever.
Get him out. No.
I agree
You know,
with the 3 stuff,
this is
man.
this is random, totally off topic, but I made the horrible decision of almost trying to start an argument with Scoot. It was over something minor. It was like a play argument. But the 2 of us were waiting to go in. I think it was like top 16 for Smash 4, and we were in the venue. And I was like, oh, is top 16 starting right now? And he's like, nope. And it was, but I just said it just to say it. And I'm like, what do you mean no? Like, I'm here for Smash 4. And he's like, no, Smash 4 is not now. And he kept going for like a good 10 minutes, and I was stupid and just played along with it.
Nice job.
Yeah.
You're doing great things.
Yeah, I'm great. So, anyway, one last thing I want to bring up in terms of like hype that happened. Let's talk about Void, because Void Sheik was on point.
Oh, that guy.
Void was like really, really good.
Ricky, you okay? You okay,
Are you
buddy?
alive?
Oh my gosh. No, man, I'm sorry.
Wait, what happened? What happened? What happened?
Hello?
Just
No,
do that and then not say.
Just continue.
What happened?
And at the end of the show.
No.
Just go. What about Void? What did Void do?
No, he's a fantastic Sheik player. Like
Yeah,
He did forward air 5 times.
He's pretty good. I mean, yeah, bro. I saw him die to a up air from 0 at like 60 on a neutral.
That's gross.
It's not good. But he was good because I saw him. I forgot who he was playing against, but I was watching him with Matt Houston and I forget who was with us. I think Shizzy was with us. Were you with us, Shizzy? Is Shizzy even here right now?
Nope.
No, he popped out really quick. Yeah, so I think Shizzy was with us too, and I don't know. He was just awesome. He was really aggressive. I was seeing
He's
him.
a Sheik, dude. He's a good Sheik. They're all the same.
Not necessarily. Like he plays.
Yes, necessarily. They're all the same.
They're not all the same.
They all play
That's like saying
exactly
every
the same.
Diddy's the same. Absolutely
yeah,
not.
I don't know. I think
You
there's
should
like
No.
difference.
You should know not to say that people are exactly the same as.
Bro, he's a good Sheik player. All good Sheiks do exactly the same thing.
Yeah.
Sheik is like, I don't know. He did
She's
nothing
a good
special.
character, but she's limited in what she can do.
He did nothing that no other good Sheik player does. Like,
all right, well,
I played him a lot. He's a Sheik.
You think they
Every
messed
Sheik
up?
does the same thing.
You think they messed up by changing her forward air
No.
into that like little swipe thing, as opposed to like the
They made her
mouth?
Marth.
Yeah, she's the new Marth.
Yeah, kind of.
That's why the Marth mains use her.
No, you're Sheik now.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, in any case, what are we doing? We gonna bring it up?
I think we gotta have to. We have to talk about that salty sweet. We gotta talk about Leffen versus Chillin.
Oh
boy.
We gotta talk about it. So Leffen got
That's like the
got exactly what he wanted. Got exactly what he wanted, and Chillin got destroyed.
He got in there.
Chillin looked like koala bear.
Hello.
Oh my gosh, man! Like Leffen was not kind. He came in there. He parted both butt cheeks, and he said, "I'm coming inside," and he did what he wanted to do. And it was pretty bogus. Like I don't know what. I think number one, the first mistake was the rap.
Was the what?
It was the rap video.
Oh yeah. Well, that rap video was just cringe. Like, I felt legitimately.
Wait. My man Chillin was spitting bars.
Well, hold on.
No, this isn't the Pokemon Cypher.
He was spitting nothing but flames. All right.
Real quick. Let's get the instrumental though. That instrumental.
Hey, man.
The instrumental. I will give the instrumental was hype, but he should not have done that if he knew.
Yes,
he
should have.
No.
I think it was a subscriber goal on his stream.
Oh, was it really?
Another thing is that
never mind. Then it's
Chillin said he knew he was going to lose, but he wanted to play it up, so it would have still been hype at the suite.
Oh, I feel you. Okay.
Are you like where? Who did he say that to?
He said
Reddit?
Yeah, he made a Reddit post.
Giant post about it.
There's no way that he could beat Leffen. Leffen is so much better than almost every Fox player.
Leffen is like the top 6 players in the world. I'm not gonna say 6th best because that's just putting him at 1 point. But
I think he is 6th best though. Like he is really legitimately good.
yeah,
I think
I mean, he's beaten every Smash God now. Like you have to call him a Smash God. It's done. Like You have to.
Yeah.
So it's 5, right? So now he's number 6.
He's got to be 6. I mean, I know
it's
people aren't saying
Who
that
do
yet.
you, Zeph, who do you think he bumped out of top 5?
Hungry Box.
Yeah.
Or Mewtwo King. Mewtwo King is I haven't won a national in 10 years, King.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Hungry Box.
I agree. Right. I think it's Hungry Box though too, because didn't he like even write something on Twitter where he's like, "Yeah, you're barely top 6 or whatever." The Hungry Box pretty recently.
Oh no.
I have no clue.
Yeah, but I mean, he's definitely up there now. I feel like people who say that Leffen isn't on that same level are just like lying to themselves now.
Yeah, he's proven himself way more than he needed to.
Yeah,
he's definitely a top player now.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll say this: Dylan in that match he wasn't horrible. Like people are coming at his dome as if like he was inept or something when he came through, but like he was pulling some tricks. He was like keeping it entertaining, and then like it was that last match where it was like he like turned up, and it looked like possibly he was sandbagging Leffen the whole time. But then
the last match, Leffen was sandbagging super hard.
Leffen started sandbagging after game 2.
But even if you look at the last match, he was just like walking around. He was just side being back and forth, up being into him. Like
they said, he was doing standing lasers. He was just
he actually like physically
taunted.
In real life. He taunted in real life. He like pat him on the back during one of the kills.
Yeah, it was like chillin' SD'd, and then Leffen last pats him on the back, and then SD's to give him the stock.
Yeah.
Oh wow, I remember that now. Yeah. Chillin was not looking. He was looking like Krillin out there. Yeah, he was not looking good.
I still like the fact that like after that entire salty suite, like I think it was like a few days after Apex, he was streaming, and on his stream layout it said top donators Mango $1,000 and Chillin 200.
Oh yeah, it said
tweeting pictures.
200 and a fox color. Yeah.
He was tweeting pictures at a restaurant with the hashtag "Thank you American Busters."
Yo man,
can I just say Leffen's probably one of the fastest dudes alive? Because
after his salty sweet set with Chillin, everyone was leaving the venue trying to go back to the hotel room. This man Leffen was at the elevators before anyone else.
Oh yeah, that's right. He was.
He dipped. He said, "I did what I needed to do. I'm out."
We were on the 4th floor at one point at the DoubleTree, and this was right after that happened. And he got in the elevator. Remember, he like passed by, and there were all those other Swedish players in the elevator with us, and he just kept going. He kept running. That was crazy, man.
That's out of his mind.
Yeah, I think overall, despite like the weird venue changes and everything, I think Apex was actually really fun. Like I had a great time.
Yeah, it recovered really well.
Yeah.
A lot better than I thought it would.
We love this community.
We went from like thinking the whole event was canceled to like running the whole thing in 2 days.
Yeah.
But, it's pretty good. We had to cut out the crew battle in the Salty Suite, but
That's true.
We can look about those.
I don't know. So what? Let me ask this before we move away from the topic. Do you think that Chillin has a chance to redeem himself if he like plays Leffen at Evo?
No. It's a meme already.
I don't think
he's a meme already.
Maybe he'll take like a couple of games, but I don't think he'll beat Leffen at this point.
He'll take literally one game off of Leffen his entire Smash career.
I don't think he can take a game.
That's crazy.
Can you really redeem yourself, man, unless you do the same exact thing that happened to you?
I mean, so you think he would have to like 5-0 Leffen?
He'd have to come out of the woodwork and get crazy on Leffen. Like,
you have to change characters. You can't.
It's a moot point.
Maybe he could pick up Mewtwo.
What?
Maybe he could pick up Mewtwo.
Stop.
Because while we're on the topic of Mewtwo, there was no Mewtwo announcement at Apex. Come on.
Oh
what
my
the heck?
God.
So there was a special announcement that was scheduled on the stream. All of us thought it was Mewtwo, no question, and it ended up being a Splatoon trailer with Dakota and D1 talking about Splatoon.
It wasn't that either. It was it didn't even say anything about Nintendo. It was a screw attack thing.
Yeah, it was in Nintendo's Reddit post on it. Like he says, like the special announcement was something that they put on there before 64 to just be. It was like the awards that they did, where they gave out the awards to the community members. That's what it was for.
Okay, all right.
And then they moved it to before Melee to be like before the final thing, but because it was titled special announcement, and I went along with like how Mewtwo was introduced, everyone thought it was Mewtwo.
Well, plus on top of that,
Like that.
Warchamp's not here, but somebody, I'm sorry for not like naming you because I don't remember who it was. Somebody linked a picture to like something that was on the Japanese Smash Brothers website where it updated with the same dates that are on the Club Nintendo site where it says that register by 3/31 to get Mewtwo. And it looked like something new that was added during Apex. And so a lot of people were also thinking that that somehow like was leading into a Mewtwo trailer or something. So, yeah.
How much more information we need? We just need gameplay?
We just need to see probably a trailer. I'm sure there's going to be a trailer. Don't you think so? There's got to be.
I don't know. He might do it, but we already know Mewtwo is coming. He's not going to lie to us last minute and like kill him or something like that. So
I just want to know how he plays.
I like what somebody said at the venue. I forgot who this was, but somebody said the only character who was not in Brawl that didn't get a trailer was Dr. Mario. And someone was saying that like Mewtwo would be born in Dr. Mario's lab or something in the trailer, and then that would be a way to reveal both those characters.
No.
Because even Dark I'm not saying that's guaranteed. No. I'm just saying.
Heaven save us all, Roger. No. You got the kookiest ideas some days, man.
It's not my idea, I said.
Okay.
All right. Anyway, so what were you just saying, though, about how Mewtwo's going to play?
No, I just want to know how he's going to play.
I don't
Probably a lot like Melee, right?
No, I think he's going to have a different moveset. I think he's going to have like a very different moveset.
How different is Lucario?
I think they're going to keep a lot of the Melee stuff, just make it so it's not terrible. Like, his neutral air is good now that you can't smash DI, and they make it so, like, disable or whatever move, like, reflects projectile actually deals damage, that'd be good as well.
His back air was pretty good, though, wasn't it, in Melee? Like
that was one of his few good moves.
Tail too?
No, like the tail whip thing that he did. His back. Yeah. And then he's got his then the teleport. They'll probably end up keeping that. I think Shadow Ball is going to stay too. I feel like they're not going to give him anything else. But I do think the majority of his moveset is going to change. And his final smash will obviously be a Mewtwo Evolution, so Mewtwo Mega Evolution or whatever. All right. Well, is there anything else you guys want to talk about before we move on to Smash 4?
Oh, speaking of like the Dr. Mario stuff, what about that deleted crap? Since we're heading to Smash 4 anyway.
Yeah, you know what? Let's talk about it. So for those of you guys who are not already aware, I forgot what the website is. I'll try to find it, source in the description below. This website that basically dumps data from games and rips them found cut content, confirmed cut content in Super Smash Bros. For Wii U. Now, this cut content included a Rhythm Heaven character, which I think most of us probably think was the Chorus Kids because it was in all the early leaks. A Rhythm Heaven stage, a Dr. Mario stage, a Swap Note stage, and Electroplankton coming back as a legacy stage.
Thank goodness that didn't happen.
Well, that's the thing, right? So this was cut from the game, but no, and it wasn't from NeoGaf. I'm seeing people say in the chat, NeoGaf was not the original source. If someone could find it in the chat, let me know and I'll bring it up. But you know, the thing that's interesting is, do you think that this is all actually cut? Or do you think that this is just stuff that we haven't seen yet that will potentially be unlocked with DLC?
No.
It's not hype enough for DLC, in my opinion.
You don't think a Dr. Mario stage, a Rhythm Heaven character in a stage, and a Swap Note stage would be hype enough for DLC?
Sakurai doesn't want to work on the game anymore.
Who the hell cares about a Dr. Mario stage?
Yeah, I feel like there's too many Mario stages, so that one not so much. But the Rhythm Heaven characters would make sense.
The Rhythm Heaven is Dr. Mario. Nobody cares about that.
Maybe that's true.
We're not going to see any of it because Sakurai doesn't want to work on the game anymore.
Yeah.
Wait, you got a source?
Him?
He said it like 50 times.
He said he's tired of it.
I mean, I understand that he's probably tired of Smash. I don't believe, though, that we're not getting other DLC. I really honestly believe Mewtwo is going to be a testing ground.
I don't think so.
I do. I am telling you. I think if he gets the money from the higher-ups at Nintendo and they say, listen, we want to market Splatoon for Christmas time, here's some money, put Inkling in the game for December, I guarantee you that man is going to be on development rush to get Inkling in the game.
If we're getting more DLC, it's not going to be from Sakurai. He's not going to be working with it.
Goku for DLC.
Finally, right?
They're going to have like another
If there's
team to
another
do it.
Smash game, it won't be Sakurai.
I want cook a carrot cake.
Yeah, if there's gonna be another Smash game, I don't think Sakurai's gonna be.
But like Sakurai has said that after every Smash game that he's.
I know he said that after
last
Melee
one,
too.
And then he comes back.
Yeah.
So
he's like
he hasn't sounded this serious about it though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
before
so
he
there's
just
a
said
high
it once.
chance that he's not gonna come back, but he could always come back.
Like he said he thinks that there's not going to be one, but this time he's like, I'm tired of it.
He always works himself to the brink of like
To
destruction.
death, yeah.
So it's not like, I mean, it makes sense that he's gonna feel this strongly about it, but I don't know, man. This is his child.
Well, I know.
Because somebody else is gonna work on the next Smash game, then they're gonna add some complete like bullshit,
and then he's gonna come back and be like,
gonna be like, hell no.
"You won't destroy my legacy." Not after everything I've done.
Did you see what I forgot who put this on Tumblr, but there was like a great thing where he was like, I didn't make Brawl. He's like, I'm trying to remember like what the quote was, but basically it was a joke quote, but he basically said that he cut Ice Climbers just to piss off the people who liked Melee. But the weird thing about that is that Melee players don't really like Ice Climbers. Like, this kind of goes back to Apex, but like, man, the most boring set was that Chew versus Hungry Box set. Was so boring. The Jigglypuff versus Ice Climbers? It was boring.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wait, since Roger said something about Mewtwo, I actually have a question to bring to the table.
Yeah.
I have something to bring to the table. What do you think his final Smash will be? Do you think he's gonna Mega Evolve? And if so, do you think it's gonna be Y or X?
Y, 100% Y.
It's gonna have to be Y.
Could be both.
But why?
be
Why?
Y. Because they promoted Y the most.
Yeah, but there's a chance
But-
for both.
but
'cause,
X is
the
a
trophy
fighting
for his Mega Evolution has both Y and X in Smash 4.
But X is a fighting type, so why not put that?
I don't know. Why is Blaziken not in Smash Bros? Why
Why
not?
is
'Cause
Greninja
he's-
in over Blaziken? Yeah, it's the same thing.
Because
he's a
Blaziken
fighting
is
type.
because Blaziken is Super Saiyan Chicken, and everybody's tired of him because he had freaking all that extra shit in X and Y, and I'm very upset because Speed Boost is bullshit.
Speaking of Pokemon fighting games, speaking of Pokemon fighting games, really quickly on a side note,
Suicune is in Pokken!
yeah, what? Suicune in Pokken? What kind of
It's
weird?
me! I'm there!
Yeah, man. I don't know how they made that work out.
Because it's not
looks
an actual
amazing.
fighting game. It's like a Dragon Ball Z
Like one of those Naruto
Tenkaichi
games.
type game.
It's Naruto, Ultimate Ninja Tekken, Pokestone.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah,
They don't have to. It's not an actual
Dragon Ball
fighting
Z, Budokai, Tenkaichi 3.
It's not like
game.
an
It's
actual
broken.
real fighting game.
So okay, how are inputs like? How does it work? Is
It's
it
probably super casual.
Alright, so what you gotta do is you pop in the game, you look at the character roster, you ignore everybody, you look at Suicune, alright? You make your nickname, shit, you initiate combat. Now what the other person's gonna do is see Suicune pop and be like, wow, what a majestic creature, I can't hit this thing. And then you get a perfect every round. That's the way to play the game.
God damn.
kind of
Anyways,
Yeah, back to Smash Brothers. Back to Smash Brothers. So the one last thing that I do want to talk about, and I guess this sort of relates to just like Smash 4 in general and like the competitive scene, are those new Omega stages. And I know the Omega stages are for 8-player Smash, so a lot of people don't necessarily care, but I thought we could just maybe talk about them and go over them, because I didn't actually anticipate that they would do this. Like, we know the update was coming. We knew the update was coming with the tournament mode, with Mewtwo, and with the Miiverse stage. But when they announced all these other Omega stages, that's another thing that sort of is ringing off alarm bells to me, saying that there's probably going to be other DLC.
It wasn't really DLC though.
It was a patch.
Yeah.
They opened a fucking INI file and put those stage names in. And
They
then
just had to
patched
get
it
rid
in.
of some stuff. Like they removed the mirror on the Wii Fit stage and a bunch of stuff in the background for Lilac Cruise just to make it work.
And remove stage hazards, which brings up to another problem. Why isn't there an option for that?
Well, we actually talked about that at Apex. So me, Dominic, Mike, and then friend of the show, Will, the four of us were talking about things that they might potentially implement in the next Smash game and who might develop it if Sakurai isn't developing it.
Alright, look,
Ow.
Sakurai is gonna come back because they're gonna add like quarter circle specials. He's gonna be like, oh, hell no.
Mike brought up a genuinely good point. Who is the guy that developed that Kirby the Fighters game, Mike?
Me.
I
Yeah, so
forget
we
his
did it.
name, but he's the guy who made Return to Dreamlands and Triple Deluxe.
And you said he might be a good choice.
I think he would
Develop
be a
that
great
game.
choice.
Yeah.
Kirby
the
Fighters
game
Deluxe
plays-
is like Smash 64.
Yeah.
Might be
It has
good.
a better engine than Brawl
And it has,
Smash
I'm
4.
pretty sure, I haven't played the deluxe version of it yet, but I think it has a stage hazard switch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it
something
does.
that we desperately need.
Yeah,
So
I'd rather have them work on it than Sakurai.
And like Hal's a great developer anyway, so
Yeah, that's
I
true.
think it would be perfect for the next Smash.
I do think, though, for the next Smash Brothers game, whenever it does happen, I think we're going to get more character cuts than ever before. Like,
yeah, absolutely.
I think, honestly,
what if it just never happens?
if it doesn't ever happen, that's fine. Then we'll just play Melee and Smash 4 forever.
No,
That's
they're definitely
fine.
making another one because like they were going like Brawl was announced before Iwata ever approached Sakurai about it. Like they're going to make it with or without him.
Yeah, it's their most successful franchise. Nintendo's a bunch of money-hungry fucks. They're gonna make another Smash game.
Wow. That is just clarifying, JC, if you're listening. That was Zeph, not me.
Look at
I
this
love
man.
Smash 4, and I love.
I'm not lying.
Look at this man.
He didn't lie.
It's not like, okay, first of all, right? Zeph sounds nothing like you, all right?
I know.
You don't have to agree with this man. He's got a little bass.
I'm not agreeing with him.
I know.
I don't agree at all. I think he's wrong.
Hello?
Do you think Nintendo doesn't like money?
No, I think Nintendo loves money.
You think they didn't make 2
That's all he
Smash
said.
Bros. Games for money?
The Nintendo's
You think they care about the people that don't own a Wii U?
No, but I do think that the next Smash Brothers game, whenever it comes out, if it does get, because I honestly don't think Sakurai's coming back for the next one. I do legitimately think that there's going to be a bunch of cuts. I think the roster is going to be like 30 characters, and then I think everything else is going to be DLC. And I think that goes into the money hungry aspect of it. But I do think that's going to happen.
No, I don't think this.
I don't know because everyone was so up about this character's getting cut for this or that reason with Smash 4. Like I think any character that has a unique moveset more than likely isn't getting out. Like everyone thought Ike was gone just because Roy was gone, but Roy and Marth were the same. But Ike came back because he's different. Same thing with like Lucario. They thought because this character got cut in this way, that means this character's gone. And now we can't even say every character that's in.
But how does that
multiple
explain
games
what
is
Wolf
safe.
is?
Or
Yeah,
like,
so
yeah,
I was gonna say like that doesn't explain how characters that are in multiple games are safe anymore because Ice Climbers are gone, but Dr. Mario came.
Well, they were
back
gone
from
for
after
a
What's in
technical
the
reason.
Yeah,
They had them in the
gone
game, and then they
as
had
a
to cut
3DS
them.
version
if they
instead.
do
I just
ever
want to know
make,
how you explain Wolf being gone with that
I
logic.
mean, I'd like having Wolf too, but what they did is with custom moves, Wolf and Ness were basically.
Man, no, that doesn't count.
But I mean,
what about
honestly,
the normal?
but look at it though. But like Wolf and Ness had specials that were similar, so they just decided, okay, we won't put these characters in. We'll do the other characters, make clones, whatever, and just take their custom moves to give it to them. So that's I need.
But I need my normal moves too. I need my forward air. I need my up smash.
Out.
I need my down smash. Okay.
it is still.
I need my forward tilt. Those moves are unique. All right.
I actually hate you.
It is legitimately
What are you
strange.
talking
though,
about?
that-
Where's the
Excuse
line?
me. I was
I
gonna
need,
say.
I need my forward smash.
Oh
Okay.
my god.
What else? What else did he have? His down B. I mean, his down B. I guess was. There's no down.
He had a swipe. He had a lunge move. He had
That's what
a.
I'm saying. I need my moves, man.
He had the up kick or something like that. He was live. He was doing it.
Moves, man. I need everything.
I'm gonna agree with you, G, because you
I need
said
my
that.
up air. I need my down air. The down air. What?
Surprised they just didn't get rid of Falco. I
Oh,
mean, technically they did. But
Yeah, I kind of felt like they keep Wolf over Falco, but they just basically took Wolf and gave stuff to Falco.
they gutted Falco.
Falco.
I think
LOL,
Falco just as a
fucking
character
Falco.
is never
They gave
going
him his
anywhere.
legs back.
He's never going anywhere.
Wait,
Wait,
can we
are you
give him back his
serious?
metal legs back? Give that man back his metal legs. So he
No,
can
Falco
Give him
has
back
potential.
everything. He lost
Falco
everything.
has potential. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Potential to be the
He has
worst
potential-
character in the game.
He has
Maybe.
potential to make top 100 at a tournament.
Okay. I don't know if any of you. I don't know if any of you peruse the YouTube.
LOL Falco.
You'll see advanced text.
We've all
and
seen
he has,
that video. It's completely worthless. All right.
Shit,
So
every other
you're-
character in the game can do it as well.
This dare cancel thing is useless.
You know, Fox can do that and do
Who
it better.
cares about that? What is that?
See,
That doesn't-
it's not useless. But like I main Falco, Ricky, and that is so hard to get. Like, it's not useless, but it's going to
You
take
main
a long
so-
time.
Oh, that's why it's
to get
useless
that
because you can't even use it. It's AKA useless.
But Falco has other things. But it's just like the problem with Falco is that he's an honest character when a lot of characters don't have to be. So like he struggles against them. But he beats a lot of other characters that like are forced to play a different style with him.
LOL Falco.
Exactly.
I really thought that he had wings, but
No.
okay. They got
Where's
clipped.
the- Where's
They
his
got
metal
clipped.
legs?
I mean, it may change in the next year. You never know. Maybe someone will find some weird thing. I doubt it.
We need Zero to take hold of Falco or something.
Whenever Zero's not gonna go anywhere near that character. You know why? Because he likes finishing top 5 when he goes to a tournament.
He wants the money, and Falco isn't gonna get him any money.
There's good players. Like Foe has an amazing Falco, but he's never going to use Falco over like his other characters.
But what did Foe say to you in person when you talked?
He didn't say this. He didn't say this to me. He said it to Shofu.
He was like, we were talking about some characters, and he was like, I forgot what we said, but he was like, "Yo, you want to play my Falco?" And I was like, "Sure." And he beat me with Falco. I was like, "Yo, your Falco's pretty good. Would you ever use him in tournament?" He was like, "Nah."
But then when I talked to Foe, he was seeing how I did with my Falco. So it's what it is.
No, I'm seeing a lot of people in the chat too bringing up Olimar. How like I forgot who it was, but bringing out Olimar against Diddy because Olimar is like pretty much one of the only ways to deal with the Diddy Kong.
What? Who was Rosalina and Olimar?
Don't you ever say that? Don't you ever bring that ignorance around me? Olimar is one of the only ways to deal with the Diddy Kong.
This is what it says in the chat. I'm just reading the chat. Don't kill the messenger.
Over 90% of those people don't know how to play competitive Smash.
I was going to say that Olimar does have a good matchup against Diddy because, like, I don't know. I don't know everything about it, but it's kind of he forces Diddy to play in a different way. Especially campy Diddies. But if you get an aggressive Diddy like Zero, he'll destroy Olimar because.
Look at this guy. He said none of the top players are experimenting with low tier characters when they can just spam the Didster and hoo-ha their way to top 8. There was only 2 Diddy Kongs in top 8?
Yeah, there were only 2. The variety was there.
That's what I'm saying.
There was a lot of variety. There was Robin,
the freaking
Pac-Man,
Ninja Lake made it. Ninja Lake made it.
Duck
top
Hunt,
16 using
Lil
Mega Man
Mac.
only.
I saw all kinds of characters.
Yeah, and Amsa would have gotten top 8.
Greninja,
and his Greninja was monstrous.
Palutena?
He got 9th.
Mario, yeah, we saw. Well, the dude who used Palutena that was his original name for he sold his soul to Diddy Kong.
True.
He said, "I want to start winning," and he switched.
Yeah, he would have never ever got top 16 without Diddy Kong. Let's be real here. No, I'm not even mad at this man because if he had continued to use Palutena, we wouldn't even know who this man is.
Amsa's Greninja really was on point, though. Oh my lord.
Yeah,
he was fun to watch. Watching some of those top 16 matches, he was really fun to watch.
Amsa was probably the most impressive person at Apex, in my opinion.
In terms of like both games, yeah, Abadongo in terms of Smash Brothers.
Nobody even knew Pac-Man was good. Everybody knew that Greninja had like some stuff, but
Pac-Man's a monster.
People like laughed at Pac-Man, and then Abadongo came through like, "Hey, let me show you something real quick."
Yeah. The key drop was still crazy. Like seeing that stuff he did with the key was crazy in that first match. So, yeah, really cool. All right, well. I think that about wraps it up for Apex and for Smash 4 stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump into listener questions now. So those of you guys who are in the Twitch chat listening live, be sure to drop down some listener questions. While we are on the topic of listener questions and waiting for that, for anybody who wants to participate in Japan Time, we stream this on Twitch. We always put out alerts, so be sure to go follow our Facebook page to get alerts of when we are streaming Japan Time, and then that way you'll be able to get your questions answered on the show. And additionally, we have 3 actually big announcements. The first one I'm supremely excited to talk about is we are going to be hosting a panel at C2E2 this April in Chicago. I'm going to be there. Shofu's going to be there. Kobe's going to be there. Dominic's going to be there. Ricky's going to be there. First time ever in person anywhere. Reveal anyway.
Trying to say this man never leaves his house?
This man never leaves his house.
Oh my god.
Ever.
Wait, C2E2?
Yeah, C2E2.
I want to go.
Well, Shizzy can come too. There you go. We had another person confirmed. I was just mentioning people who are guaranteed coming, and right now, me, Shofu, Kobe, Dominic, Ricky, and Warchamp are all going to be there. Our panel, we are going to discuss at a later date in terms of
what
time.
If I get a free ticket there, right?
It is a free ticket. What do you think? Hello?
I need a flight. I need a hotel.
Oh my lord! All right.
It's fun.
What we're talking about though, our panel is going to be sometime during the main 3 days of the show, which is April 24th to the 26th. We do not know the exact time of the panel. Again, we will reveal that and whenever we find out our exact time. And additionally, I want to talk about the giveaway that we'll be doing at the panel. So we were very fortunate to get a Wii U, an actual physical Wii U system, that all of us are going to sign and then give away during a little mini tournament that we're going to be hosting during the panel. And additionally, I have also printed up some really beautiful Japan Time posters for everybody who attends the panel. So
there's posters?
There's posters. Yeah.
Wait, and additionally,
yes.
I just had my fireman costume calendar shoot, and I'll be handing out one of those. You'll see me in 1,000,002 provocative poses for 12 months of the year. So if you want one of those, autographed and a fresh can of Chef Boyardee beefaroni, you come see me.
A fresh can of Chef Boyardee? I don't think that's how it works.
Oh no, it's a fresh can. It's freshly canned.
It's fresh.
Just suction packed.
And then one last thing before we move on to listener questions. Oh, two last things. We have a Teespring campaign starting off again. We know a lot of you guys. What did I say?
Nothing.
Nothing. Campaign? All right, so we have a Teespring campaign coming up.
It's gonna be nothing but cocaine.
Nothing but cocaine. No. But what it is, we're gonna be giving away more of those. Well, not giving away. I mean, you could buy them, so whatever. But there are Japan Time T-shirts. A lot of people were asking about them. We're gonna bring them back. New Japan Time T-shirts, and additionally, we are going to be doing a giveaway this February. It's actually going to be launching on February 14th, and then it's going to go all the way through the rest of February. And we're going to be giving away a Rosalina amiibo and an Elsa amiibo. The Elsa, it's not an amiibo. It's like a Disney Infinity figure or whatever. And we're just going to be giving that out to whoever wins the giveaway. So, yeah, that's all of it in terms of weird logistical things. That's all I wanted to talk about. Let's move on to listener questions. So, okay, that's a horrible listener question. I was going to start with one. That was just a really bad one.
Listener question, when can I pre-order one of those calendars? All right, man, check this out, all right? I want you to email me. Don't even email me. Message me on eHarmony, eHarmony.com/daddylonglegs. You're going to see a picture of a white. You're gonna see, the name it's not going to actually say Chasey. It's going to say Officer White Man. I'm actually on there undercover looking up black people that are trying to kidnap rich white ladies and take their money. Hit up Officer White Man on eHarmony, and I'll give you the information to get one of the calendars early. All right.
Oh, my God. All right, so first real listener question. Shofu, why didn't you participate in VGC 2015 at Apex?
Because I was busy counting money.
Why didn't you play Pokemon, Shofu?
But you did play Pokemon. You did. You played Pokemon because I was there. You lost.
What? Damn.
I mean, I lost too. I don't mean it as like a thing. I'm just saying
That's
he was
crazy.
Damn. The silence.
I mean, that was silence.
Shofu?
What?
Okay.
I thought he was gone. I thought he left. I thought you hurt feelings, Roger.
No.
Oh,
I
man.
I just never heard it. I said I was busy counting.
No, that's one of.
Rule number 5: never catch feels on the internet. Come on, man.
Oh,
that's 3. Hello.
No, it's not. 3 is everybody.
Rule number 5 is you made Diddy Kong. Hello. How you gonna tell me?
Diddy Kong is rule 3.
Get the hell out of here.
All right, listener question. Listener question: are there any Luigis in the meta right now?
No shit, Luigi's broken.
You can't be
Luigi's
serious.
everywhere.
Luigi's one of the most used characters right now.
I think
he's more annoying than Diddy Kong is.
I think this guy's asking who is maining Luigi right now and who's like really playing him.
Everybody.
A lot of people are using Luigi right now. I think Luigi's probably worse because you can't even DI. Like even if you DI, you're still gonna die.
And you get your 2-hit combo in on Luigi, and then he presses A.
Yeah.
At least, when I use Fox, if I jab twice, he can just nair out easy.
Yeah, Luigi's busted.
And as long as you can DI out of Diddy's down throw and avoid dying, but you DI out of Luigi's down throw, he'll still catch you with a down B or something. You're gonna die.
You know what you get? You get the most powerful aerial he has back here. If you DI behind him, it's a free back here. Like it's crazy.
It's ridiculous. He's stupid. He's a stupid character.
All right, so we got another listener question. This is from Hydroxycuts, and he says, listener question, will Ultranic and Aerial 8 please tell us the Taco Bell story?
All right, so which one of us go with it?
I go to sleep for like 30 minutes, and this is like wake up and I hear the story.
Nick, tell him the story. Nick, tell him the story. If you forget anything, I'll fill him in.
All right, let's see if I can remember this. Okay, so we go to Wendy's first, and we want to order food. So we go up to the drive-thru, and Ariel H goes up to the thing and orders the food. So Styles, for no goddamn reason, yells, "Hey, give me 2 root beers!" And then the guy says, "Oh, we don't have root beer." It's like, well, fuck, what the hell do y'all have then? He said he got fruit punch. Yeah, give me fruit punch. No ice. And then the guy was laughing so hard that he had to get another woman to freaking finish our order. So we got the food, and then we realized that there's a Taco Bell down the street. So we go to Taco Bell, order Baja Blast. This fool Styles keeps yelling no ice for some stupid reason, and then just mentions the fact that why would you have frozen water in my water? Like, what?
Styles doesn't understand the concept that ice keeps your drink cold for longer.
No. Like, he was actually trying to explain to all these drive-thru people why he didn't want ice in his drink. We just want to order food. Having a whole lecture with these people.
All right, so this is a question from Miles himself, and he says, "Did any Shulk players make it in the top 16? If not, why do you think that is?"
Made it into the venue. Next question.
No, okay. They were Shulk there. I don't think.
No. The only Shulk player you knew in existence that was worth knowing didn't even go Shulk the entire tournament. You know who he went? Diddy Kong.
There it is. All right. Next question. Diversicate says, "What did you guys think of PPMD's victory at Apex? To me, his Marth looked damn near unstoppable until Grand Finals."
I was surprised he won the whole thing. Like, honestly.
What'd you say? What was the question?
PPMD's performance at Apex. What'd you think of it?
Well, that boy was chilling at home for the whole year.
Yeah, man. He didn't go to. Did he go to any event since last Apex? Like,
No, he was watching streams.
That's crazy.
That boy was chilling at home taking notes.
Actually, wait, no, he did go to one. He was at the Invitational.
Get him out.
I'm
We need a new host.
I'm kidding.
We need a new host.
Anyway.
Nominate Ricky Cocaine to host Japan Time.
It's done.
It's done.
It's done. Your boy. Okay. Did anybody pick PPMD to walk away with Apex?
No, I
didn't even know.
I thought it was going to be Leffen, to be honest. I honestly thought Leffen was he was playing at such a good level in that match with Chillin that I honestly thought, you know what, no one's going to touch him. He's just going to take the whole thing.
Yeah, but that's Chillin. I picked Leffen to win the whole thing based on how he was playing all of last year. Like, he was making major strides the entire year, every tournament he went to. So I thought he was going to at least make top 2. But then, didn't. Oops. My bad.
And then PPMD came.
All right. This is another listener question from Fiji Spice. He says, "Shofu, is it true that PK Sparks bought your food?"
Shofu? You can't leave after every question, Shofu.
Shofu.
What a disgusting
I know that I can tell you guys the answer to this question. Yes, he did buy their food.
All
Because
right, here's what happened.
Dominic was rooming with me, and he came back at 3 in the morning with a full pizza in his hand.
Hey.
And he's like, he comes back to the room, and I'm like, "Dude, where were you?" He's like, "Oh man, I just got this food from Shofu. He bought us all dinner with the money from PK Sparks."
Like Shofu went to play his money with PK Sparks.
I did buy dinner with PK Sparks money.
Nah, you really did.
I actually did.
Like,
he won
$100, and we bought like $104 worth of food that night. It was great. Everyone was eating.
He actually bought us food. That was ridiculous.
This is a question from Villager9101.
That's my friend.
He says, "Do people still use Marth competitively? Haven't seen many people play as him."
No.
Yeah, I don't think so.
There's a clean 2 Marth players in the world right now.
No.
Ken uses Marth still. He does.
Who the fuck is Ken? Who cares?
That's the question.
God, man. Was that a PC Chris and Ken match hype? Did people like that?
No,
PC
Chris won like he should have.
Oh,
I enjoyed it.
As soon as he went back to Falco, like he should have started with, it was over.
yeah.
I don't know why he started off with Fox.
I thought
Who
it
is
was
washed up is
throwback
not
match.
chilling. It's Ken. Go back to 2006.
All right, so
Thanks.
next question. This is from the J, and he says, "Why aren't people choosing Kirby? He has mad follow-ups like no delay between attacks. Are there any Kirby players?"
There's
Poyo would
Mike
use
Kirby.
Kirby in pools.
I'm pretty sure Poyo was debating switching to Luigi, but there's Mike Kirby who still uses Kirby. It's just like, it's not the same as Falco, but similar. Kirby has to be more honest than other characters, so it's a harder
Except
road.
Kirby
but it's
has
doable.
more funky tools to work with. But
also
Falco has
his
nothing.
recovery is like easier to gimp as well.
Yeah.
So it's like,
This is actually kind of an interesting question. It's from Anvil555, and he says, "Do you think we're going to be getting a Mewtwo amiibo? And if so, is there going to be a way to unlock Mewtwo in Smash, or do you think that he's just going to be available with a patch?"
Zeph, what'd you say about Nintendo earlier about money?
Yeah.
I agree. I think there has to be an amiibo. I mean, I know I'm going to buy it if there's an amiibo. Like, That's how it
there
is.
it
sold
is.
out in like 3 seconds, like every other amiibo, because Nintendo doesn't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
And
Hey, though,
I'll be into that.
I do have to give this though. Shout outs to 2 fans of the show. First, shout out to Nintendad for sending me the amiibo of my main, sending me Toon Link. Thank you, man. Nintendad.
Absolutely disgusting.
Thank you.
Nintendad.
Nintendad. Yeah, thank you. And then Nintendan sending us the Rosalinas. So thank you for that.
It was us.
Okay, hold on. I gotta find out why is everybody sending Roger stuff and not us?
He specifically said sending us the Rosalinas. I don't have a fucking Rosalina.
We don't get anything.
Who got a Rosalina?
I don't have a single
Roger
amiibo.
got a Rosalina.
He said sending us when he's the only one who got them.
Wait, I don't have one shofu. Do you have
That's
one?
ridiculous.
Nick,
I don't own a single amiibo, actually.
And this man's over here saying sending us the Rosalina.
I think there's a conspiracy.
Wait, how many Rosalinas did you get?
How many Wii U's do you have, Roger?
Wait, I want an answer. Wait, how many Rosalinas did you get?
I think Nintendad. No, I'm telling you. Hold on. Did you see his picture on Twitter? Because I'm pretty sure Dan has like 8 Rosalinas.
But how many did he send you?
I haven't gotten them yet, but I think there's 2.
Man, get the hell out of here.
You may as well split them all into parts.
No, I'm
I want my 1/8 of my Rosalina.
1/8?
You want the Luma? You just want the
Luma?
Luma?
Just give me Chico.
And melted or something.
You want those nice, clean Galaxy buns? I'll give
Nah,
you.
I'm gonna put it in the.
Are you kidding me?
Yo,
Give me
he's
Chico.
out here thinking that this is the joke.
Yeah, I want Chico. That's my friend.
Yeah. That one Lucina player says, Roger, are you a part of the Illuminati? Yes.
All right.
Next question.
All right.
Next
going
question. From Ende. He says, I know this is a repeat question, but I just want to ask you guys one word answer. Do you think the game will get better with or without Sakurai as lead director?
Better.
Yes or no? I think
I think it's better.
without 'em.
Yeah, better.
better at this point. I'm going to agree. Yeah.
I honestly, I'd say the other way.
One
I think it
word.
might be a
One
bit
word.
worse.
One word.
I think it'll get better because then they're gonna add Team Smash where you can have like the All Star thing and Project M. They're gonna have a quarter circle, down, up, super combo specials.
Right? Talk to him. They're gonna add assists.
I don't.
We already have assists.
No, I don't mean assist trophies. I mean you pick your character, you pick 2 other characters, you press R, you press down,
you press the trigger and 2 characters come.
That'd be sick.
Yeah,
it
they
should have
fucking
been.
three player specials like in Marvel vs. Capcom.
Hey,
Oh my
show
God.
me real quick.
It's gonna have a different form that you can use without changing. So it's like
All right,
you
good
can switch to Charizard Y or X. You know what I mean? Link can turn into. It can put on all the masks. You know what I mean?
Nice.
Actually,
But
that'd be kind of
Sakurai didn't have full control over Melee and 64. He had a team that was also given as much input as him. Brawl and Smash 4, he had full control, and look what happened.
Oh boy.
So
Like-
so are we just saying that Daddy Sakurai doesn't know how to do his job?
Yep.
No, because it's more than just only competitive. It's just like, look at all the other stuff that both Brawl and Smash 4 have in them that the other games don't. Brawl, you can pick music for every stage and find them. Smash 4 has 600 songs in it. You can customize characters with
How does that
custom
change
moves.
the
You
game?
can,
I don't give a damn about that.
Yeah.
because like if you wanted to, but
Half the
hold
time
on,
I
if
have
you
the
wanted
music
to-
off.
Yep.
I mean, I love the music, but like I was gonna say, like if you wanted to, you could go in, you could put on Smooth Lander, you could put on Heavy Gravity. And
I
all
mean,
the other
that's
stuff
just-
and
that's
change
just
the
a
way
lot
the
of
music
content.
Stop. It hurts my soul right
Like,
now.
if we get a new director, I don't think we'll have nearly as much content, but I think the content we'll get will be much more worthwhile.
Yeah,
That's
it'll be
fair.
more polished.
God,
We're gonna get Banjo Kazooie back.
Never.
Shit.
Not happening. I would love it, but it's not happening.
I want Banjo.
This
They
is
need to have just like a mode switch or something, like
We
casual.
will get adventure mode back from Melee,
Yes.
not
Melee
Subspace Emma shitty.
Maybe we'll get 32-man Smash.
Hello.
Why?
That's absolutely volatile.
That's
No,
actually
now
disgusting.
now think about it. 32 people on the screen, everybody pressing one button, everybody stops.
The biggest cluster.
First
in the
person to
entire
get that.
world.
You get 32 to these all who have them. Crazy.
All right, somebody just said a listener question. Roger, do you think the Mewtwo DLC will come with a returning stage like Poke Floats? And how much do you think the DLC itself will cost for people who don't have both versions?
$15.
I agree. I think it's going to be $15, and I think we're going to get a returning stage.
$9.99.
Yeah.
$15.
Okay.
What's your call? Ricky, you're the businessman. You gotta give us your call.
Nah, I wouldn't charge for Mewtwo.
Wait, what was the question?
Mewtwo.
How much will the Mewtwo DLC cost for people who do not have both versions of the game?
$15.
$6.
Yeah, 15.
I say it's 15. I think it's gonna be either 15.
It might be the price of a game.
Charge whatever they want.
It will be the price of a game.
Why they
They might as well charge $300. Because real talk, if I didn't have both versions of the game and the Mewtwo DLC cost $300, I'm paying.
I'm gonna buy the game.
I'm paying. Like I'll pay what I need. If there's a character that I don't have, I'm gonna pay whatever it costs to get it.
Shofu. What floor do you live on?
I live on the second floor, sir.
Jump out your window right now.
I'll live, and I won't.
I know, but it'll hurt for a little bit.
No, he's making sense though. You
What is
inflate the price. You inflate the price of Mewtwo. People go automatically to buy more games. If you don't have the other game, you'll say the game is cheaper. I'm gonna get the game.
My point was obviously it's not gonna cost $300, but no matter what it costs, people are gonna buy it. That's my point.
Yeah, but that's not the question. The question is, how much do you think it's gonna cost?
It doesn't matter what it costs.
That was not answering the question, sir.
Yes, it is.
No, but if the Mewtwo DLC, for example, was I mean, obviously you were exaggerating to the point of a story, but like the Mewtwo DLC, say it was like $300, you would just buy the 3DS version at that point because it'd be cheaper.
I wouldn't.
And then you get Mewtwo for free. Of course you would.
No, I wouldn't buy the 3DS version because that's a piece of garbage.
Wow. The 3DS version shouldn't exist.
Yeah.
No,
I want
it
Magic
should.
on the Wii U now.
Yeah, it should. If you guys don't play on the toilet, that's what I'm assuming.
You can do that on the Wii U.
No, that thing has such limited range. Unless I bring in the system in there. Are you playing with your Wii U in the same place that you defecate?
I don't bring anything that has value to the place where I defecate.
Hello? Yeah, nothing's better than dropping a turd and playing a video game.
Or you take your gamepad into the bathroom.
Exactly. You drop that turd and you get some up airs.
You don't need the 3DS version.
What range do you have in your house for that gamepad?
Is your house made out of metal?
My bathroom
Do you
is
have
right
metal
next to
walls
my
in your house?
bedroom. What do you mean?
I don't know. Maybe I need to.
I don't know. Wait, is your bathroom like 6 stories above you? Like, what are you saying?
It's next door, and it doesn't work anymore. I tried.
What's the problem?
Yeah, it doesn't work.
So that's like my house right now in LA, like everything's like wood, so it reaches really easily from my bedroom to the bathroom. But when I was living in Chicago, dude, you've been to my house. My house is like back in Chicago was like
you can't even use Wi-Fi in your house.
I can't even use Wi-Fi in my house. I couldn't move that out of the room like within 5 feet.
Gosh darn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then let me see what else. Something about PM. We're not going to talk about that because that's going to cause a shitstorm. Listener question. Do you think the issue, this is from Gold Skull, he says, do you think the issue with Diddy is more so avoiding to learn how to deal with the character? And if people prepared for Diddy, it wouldn't be as much of a problem? Or do you just think that Diddy is broken?
It's always the case that if they prepare for the character, it wouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, that's what I think too.
People just suck and they complain. They're humans.
Yeah, with time it'll
everything.
It'll average out because like early Brawl was like Wario and Ike. They were like winning a lot of stuff. So with time, it's going to change. But yeah.
Well, before anything, it was Bowser, and now it's Diddy.
Yeah, I remember Living Like Larry?
People thought
Hashtag Living Like Larry with Bowser. Everybody thought Bowser was the stuff.
Where are the Bowser players now?
Dead?
Who was it before Diddy when the game first came out? I forget.
It was
Bowser.
It was Rosalina. It was Bowser. It was Sonic.
Oh, Sonic. Yeah, Sonic.
Oh,
too.
yeah,
A lot of people talk Sonic. Yeah.
And Duck Hunt. Yeah, people thought Duck Hunt was the best character.
Yeah.
Duck Hunt is ass. It's just... It's shit.
Worse than Villager. They do the exact same job, but Villager does it better.
Yeah, Villager's definitely better than Duck Hunt Dog. I love Villager. And see, remember first episode people were saying Villager was going to suck? Look at him now.
Remember Shofu saying no one's going to get hit by that tree?
How about
every
time?
all the time to get hit by that tree?
Hey, that's because when I saw the game being played, all right, this is before I played the game myself.
This was episode 1.
I saw you have to literally plant the seed, plant the tree, water. Like you have to. That was like a 30-second process. Right?
It's very quick.
So I had no idea, but obviously that's not the case.
All right, and then finally, a bunch of people are asking this, which is kind of random. When do you think we're going to be getting the tournament update?
With Mewtwo.
I hope soon.
Yeah, we'll probably get everything in one big update. We'll get Mewtwo, the Miiverse stage, and tournament
And
mode.
tournament update. I agree. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. All right. Well, I think that this was a pretty long episode. We talked about a lot of stuff too. So with that, we're gonna wrap this up. And let's see. Everybody, give your Twitters and your Twitches and everything. Just go in a row. Start talking.
You can find me, Shofu, at Ricky Cocaine.
Hello?
Shofu doesn't have a Twitter. We know that.
That's why you call him the Ricky Cocaine.
Okay.
Oh,
Wait, Ricky, isn't Ricky gonna
I'm
tell the story?
Styles X2.
Wait, we're not getting a Ricky story?
Thank you.